Morning, Mike. I'm going to give you a little bit of crash course, just a basic skeleton layout about some nutrition issues that I touched on yesterday with you. Didn't think about it during our initial phone call, plus it would have made our phone call last a lot longer than it did. When I texted you and was telling you about the protein issue, I usually go for about 40 grams of protein minimum per meal. Like every time I sit down, whether I'm eating 4, 5, 6 times a day, whatever the case may be, I usually try and get about 40 grams of protein. Now, ideally, I would love it if that protein could come from real food, good solid protein, eggs, chicken, fish. You're a smart guy, you know what good solid protein foods are. And if you don't, ask. Happy to help you with that. No one ever got fat from protein. Nobody ever got fat off of eating good quality protein, good quality animal protein. Okay, soy protein, not a fan. If you want me to go in depth on that, I can absolutely do that. But for your purposes, for what you're doing, for all of your activity, stay away from soy protein. It is going to do absolutely nothing for you. No benefit can come out of it. Now, if you are finding it difficult to get that much protein into your diet from real food, then we turn to shakes. Then we turn to supplements. That's why they're called supplements. There's a lot of different protein shakes out there, and a lot of them are, excuse my language, but absolute crap. If you look on the back of a protein label and you see an ingredient list that looks like this long, it is just chock full of fillers and artificial flavors and all that crap. That's actually why most proteins out there taste really chalky, because when you have that much artificial stuff and that many fillers in there, the taste can't come through. They taste like, so if they taste like crap, there's a good chance it is crap. The link that I sent you yesterday, the Redcon, that supplement in that protein shake. Now I sent you the peanut butter cookie one, which is very, very good. But that's the brand that I use for my meal supplements. Not necessarily my workout protein, but my meal supplements, because that protein, it's not whey, which a lot of people can't digest. It's not soy, so you're actually going to get some benefits out of it. And it's not plant-based, so that's a whole separate issue. But that protein comes from animal-based products, chicken, fish, steak. Same thing, same type of protein you would if you went down and you ate a 24-ounce ribeye, you're getting from those protein shakes. They taste awesome because there's very, very few fillers in there. So you get that good quality taste from it. You can go on, check out the list of them, the list of the flavors and stuff. I haven't found a bad one yet. I actually love getting them, and I mix it in my coffee in the morning, make myself a nice little latte. It's fantastic. Now, separate issue outside of the protein. Just to give you, once again, like I said earlier, just a basic skeleton layout. You can get lean, or you could stay lean, whatever you're going for, off of a high carb diet or off of a high fat diet. Either one can work. You can't have both. Because carbs and fats are both different sources of energy. All right? If you put two sources of energy into your body, then your body has to argue with itself over which energy source it's going to use to burn and which energy source, okay, now we don't have anything to do with it, so we're just going to put it into storage. If you have both carbs and fats in your body, if those are both big in your daily caloric intake, what's going to happen is your body is going to pick carbs, because carbs are easier to break down, and they're easier to break down and use for the energy. So now your body's breaking down all these carbs that are going in your body, but all the fats that could be used for energy, your body's going, we don't need it anymore. We have enough. We have everything we need. So let's just do this. Let's put it over to the side in case we do need it. Then we'll burn it off then. Well, by the time it gets to the point where your body might need to burn it off, you're probably eating something else. which then again gives more carbs into the body, gives more fuel. So your body again leaves that storage. So that storage space where they're storing all that fat calories just keeps building up and up and up and up because your body's never forced to use it. So you need to pick. You need to pick either carbs or fats, whichever one. So do yourself a favor, take a little bit of time, maybe a day or two, and just kind of look at your daily food intake. What do you gravitate towards naturally? Are you a carb guy? Are you a fats guy? Okay. Now, the first meal that you shared with me was oatmeal, which is carbs, obviously, but then you also like having a little bit of peanut butter in there. Well, that's pure fat. Okay. So which one of those could you, for lack of a better term, live without? Now, I'm not saying that you can't have any fats or any carbs if that's the way you go. I, for instance, am a high carb guy. I love carbs. I love oatmeals. I love sweet potatoes. I love jasmine rice. By the way, jasmine rice is the best rice to use. I love all that stuff. I'm not a big fats guy. Not because I find it super easy or I'm insanely healthy about it, but I just don't really enjoy healthy fats. I don't like avocados very much. I'm not a big oils person. I'm not a big olive oil or avocado oil. I might cook with it a little bit, but that's it. And as far as like mixed nuts go, I'm also not huge into that. Like they're, again, not bad, but I can live without. So since I'm high carbs, I tend to try and keep my fats under 50 grams a day. So again, if I cook with olive oil, that's basically my trace fats for the day. So I try and keep it out of the rest of my meals. So you need to do a little thinking on that as far as that goes. So again, this is just a basic layout. First thing you got to do is pick high carbs or high fats. And then second off, it should always be high protein. No matter what your diet is, it should always be high protein, especially with how active you are. No one ever got fat off of high protein. So if you want to intake 300 grams of good quality protein a day, that's fine. It's not going to go to waste. Your body will use it. And it will not become fat storage. All right. I, for instance, I shoot for about 225 to 250 a day of protein. Even on off days that I'm not lifting heavy, I still try and get about 200. Not saying you have to do that exact number. That's just an example. Any other questions, let me know. Once again, if you do ask a question that involves a little more context to it, I will just shoot a video and send it over to you so we don't have to try and decipher all the text messages back and forth. I'll have that program for you later today, man. Take care. Oh, my remote's not working.